Hello everybody and welcome to a video update. Yes, it's the first video update of 2020 and it's already mid-February. I don't know where the time is going, but before you know it, it'll be Christmas again. Oh my god. Right, okay. I'm going to try and rifle through this video update because I've got a fair few things to update you with, about 8 things, 8 different sections. So it's going to be about 25 minutes, 30 minutes at tops. However, I'm going to trial something on this one. I'm going to actually put timestamps in the video description of the various sections so that if you want to watch a particular section and want to skip the others, you can quickly go to the section that you want to watch. Hopefully I want you to watch all of it if you can, but if you're in a rush and you want to come back to something a bit later and you just want to get the bit that you're interested in, then hopefully the timestamps will help you. Let me know if that works for you or not. Right, just to give you a rundown of what's going to be discussed in the video update to set your expectations and all that. Pescatarian and Dry January. This is the non-channel based stuff first. Pescatarian and Dry January, Comic-Con, the Wetherspoons Game on Facebook, which I've just stumbled across this afternoon, and it boggles my mind, and tooth problems. Then the channel based stuff. Patreon update and thanks, mugs and merch, and Rimworld. There you go. So how many? 7? 7 topics. 7 subjects. 5 minutes per subject. That's 35 minutes tops. Get yourself a cup of tea, digestive biscuit. Let's go. Pescatarian and Dry January. Right. Back end of last year. Lots of food. Lots of drink. Because it was Christmas and New Year's. And I always indulge. Put on a stone and a half after I finished the health and fitness challenge. £21 to you non-English people that don't use that system. £21 in a month and a half gained in weight. More than I lost in the health and fitness challenge. All that hard work undone. But I knew it was going to happen and I planned for that to happen. Anyway, given all of that indulgence and the fact that I had a camera down my throat which identified that I needed to cut down on rich food and alcohol because my stomach lining is a little bit worn, I decided that I'll try going vegetarian in January. Then I changed to pescatarian because I was concerned about protein intake given that I do a lot of exercise and play a lot of football. So I thought I'll go pescatarian and still do a dry January because I've done that before and, you know, as a bit of a detox from the Christmas indulgence, and it really was indulgence for me. Bloody hell, I was sick of the sight of food and alcohol by the end of December. I'm telling you now, kid you not. So not a scrap of meat past my lips in January, not a drop of alcohol past my lips in January. So I did it. I succeeded in doing it. Didn't buckle, didn't bend. Okay. And it was eye-opening. It was eye-opening to a certain degree. I'll let you know why. First of all, I'm not a big meat eater as I thought I was. I thought, I can't stop eating meat. I love my meat too much. No. Didn't really miss it. Didn't really miss it, to be honest with you. Alcohol, on the other hand, I did kind of miss it. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a bit more than a little bit. I was going to a friend's house quite regularly in January because we were watching the Witcher series and she was drinking and I wasn't drinking and it was like, I want a drink. Why are you having Morgans in front of me? Are you evil? So I did kind of miss it. So that was an issue. But I still did it. So if I had a choice between no meat and no alcohol for the rest of the year, goodbye meat. Not a problem. Don't let the door hit your backside on the way out. So it was eye-opening because I didn't feel any less. I was still eating fish, so I was still getting protein and stuff. So I didn't really miss it. I didn't feel any different. I didn't feel any worse off. I didn't feel any better off either, really. I just felt normal. So that's a good thing, really. But what I did notice, despite the fact that I did less exercise than the health and fitness challenge, because I'm cutting down on the cardio that I'm doing because of my knees really more than anything. So I'm doing Insanity once a week instead of 4 times a week. I've replaced 2 of the Insanities with yoga instead. So a bit more low-key, low-impact, more stretching, more calming and soothing. And one of the Insanities with a day off. So I'm having 1 day off, 2 yogas, 3 footballs and an Insanity. Is that 7 days? Maybe. There or thereabouts. So I'm doing less exercise, but because I've cut out the fatty meat such as sausages and lamb and beef, all the meats, in fact. But they are the more fatty of the meat varieties, and I was just having loads more vegetarian options, meat replacements such as Quorn sausages, Linda McCartney sausages, Quorn mince. Replacing it with fish and prawns and things, which are much less calorie intense and fatty. Having that complete change for an entire month, I lost 7 pounds, which compared to the Health and Fitness Challenge, I lost 9 pounds in the first month, but that's with a lot more exercise. With less exercise and a change of diet, I still managed to lose 7 pounds, which I know I had more weight to lose because I'm a bit heavier than I was when I started the Health and Fitness Challenge, but nonetheless, I think that is testament to the fact that I'm eating better overall. So it kind of opened my eyes to that, and it also opened my eyes to the fact that I don't miss meat as much as I thought I would. And so even though we're halfway through February, I still haven't had any lamb, I still haven't had any beef. I've had sausages once, I've had bacon twice, the rest of the time I've had chicken, and going forward for the rest of the year, for time immemorial, whatever the saying is, I'm going to be having 2 meat-free days every week. And I've done that last week, and Monday and Tuesday of this week I had 2 meat-free days. The second meat-free day was actually not even planned, just how it transpired. So yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Carbon footprints and all that, I didn't do it for that reason. Animal welfare, didn't really do it for that reason, I'm being honest. But it was for personal reasons and health reasons, and just to trial it and see it. And if by the result of that trial I do naturally eat less meat going forward, which is so far the case, then I suppose there is a benefit to it in the long run. Anyway, maybe unintentional personally, but there will be a benefit to it from a wider perspective. So I would call it a big success. And even though I'm now unleashed on the alcohol once again, I've only drunk alcohol twice in the first 2 weeks of February. I have had half a bottle of wine last week, and on the 1st of Feb during the stream I had 4 or 5 double rums and coke, and that's all I've had. So I'm easing myself in, and it's just nice to have the option to have a drink if you want it. When you say you can't have it, when you restrict somebody from having something, you want it. But when it's open to you, it's like, I don't want it, I'm not in the mood. So yeah, but I'm having some alcohol tonight because I am streaming tonight. You're seeing this probably just before the stream starts. So if you are watching this before 8 PM this evening, join me for a Valentine's Day special stream. For people like me, if you're single and don't care for Valentine's Day, then join me. I'll be having a couple of drinks, maybe some stories in amongst the gameplay, some Valentine's horror stories, maybe some relationship story. I don't know. We'll just have a bit of fun. We'll enjoy and embrace our singleness. Because there's no single day, is there? Valentine's Day, oh, lovely jubbly. What about for us single people? Where's our special day? So join me for the stream if this indeed gets up before the stream starts, which it should do if I keep it below 30 minutes. Right, that was a short 5-minute section. 8 minutes 50. Right, next one. Comic-Con. I've never been to a Comic-Con before. It's my first Comic-Con. My friend found it at the start of the year, asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, yeah, why not give it a try? I thought it was initially about comics, but it's not. It's more about popular culture in general now. Movies, games, series, comics. It's all kind of intermingled now. So that interests me even more, because there's other stuff there other than just superhero comic book things, which I'm not massive on. So I'm going. It's Liverpool, Comic-Con Liverpool. It's on the 6th of March, so it's not that long away now. And yeah, if anybody watching happens to be going to the same event, then keep an eye out for me. I will be there all day Saturday. Yeah, we're making a weekend of it. Me and my mate, we're going for 3 days. So I'm going on the Friday, going to have an evening meal, go to the cinema on the Friday, Saturday all day Comic-Con, and then Saturday evening, after I've had a bit of a rest, partying in Liverpool City Centre, and then going back home Sunday. So it's a bit of a 3-day long weekend thing, but yeah, the main attraction is the Comic-Con, which I'm really looking forward to. There's going to be a Johnny 5 life-size short circuit model. I love Short Circuit as a child, so I'm looking forward to that. There's going to be an Iron Throne there. There's going to be loads of famous people. My friend loves Lord of the Rings. Elijah Wood's going to be there. She's beside herself with excitement to get a bloody picture with him. There'll be some Harry Potter stuff there. There's going to be, I think, the actor that played Jeor Mormont, the commander of the Night's Watch in the first couple of series of Game of Thrones. He's going to be there. Really looking forward to it. And the icing on the cake is I'm getting dressed up. I'm going down in some garb. Because if you're going to do it, you might as well do it properly. So I've ordered online. I'm keeping it very simple, though. I'm not being very adventurous. I've just ordered a set of Gryffindor robes. So I've got my Harry Potter Gryffindor robes, Gryffindor scarf and tie, white shirt, black trousers, black shoes. I've got some replica wands on my chest of drawers over there. I'm going to take one of them, and I'm going to go down as a student of Gryffindor. Yes. So I can take part, because there's going to be some magic casting lessons, cosplay style. I think Professor Sprout's herbology lesson and stuff. There's going to be little bits and bats going on. So I'm going to get right into the spirit of it and enjoy myself at my first Comic Con. So yeah, let me know if you're going. I might be able to say hello. So that's Comic Con. Looking forward to it. Right, the Facebook Wetherspoons Game. Right, what's that about? Well, I just found it this afternoon and I thought I've got to share it with you because it's Valentine's Day. So if you're watching this and you're about to go out to a Valentine's evening somewhere, not that you would take your Valentine to Wetherspoons, but if you do, maybe as a precursor to something a bit more extravagant, then give this a try. It started out from a joke I think somebody put on social media. I'm at Wetherspoons, such and such, table 43, hit me with your worst. Because there's an app on Wetherspoons, you can punch in where you are, what table you're at, what pub you're in, and then they bring your food and your drink to your table. Now, you don't have to be in the place to do it. So when he put that on social media, people got all his friends on social media and other people sent him all kinds of nonsense, sticky toffee pudding with chips, a bowl of peas, 14 bloody Jaeger bombs. His table was covered with all kinds of food and stuff until the pub said, no, you can't, what's going on, no more orders to this table. But then it's become a bit more serious, and there's a group that I've just signed up to see how it works because I'm intrigued. That you take a selfie of yourself and your group or whoever you're with, you post it on this Facebook group, a bit of a blurb. Like if I was to go up there now this afternoon or this evening and say, right, I'm single, I'm miserable, or I might not be miserable, I'm single, where's my love, Valentine's Day, hit me up with some rums and coke. You put it on the group, and then people that are signed up to the group, and there's tons of people in the group, will buy you whatever you've bloody asked for. And maybe some other stuff as well to go with it. And you've not paid a bloody penny. I'm like, what? So I was following some posts on this group, and a young lass this afternoon, been for an interview, on my own for Valentine's Day, just stopping in Wetherspoons before going home. I drink Strongbow, dark fruit. Off you go. And within about 5 minutes, she had got 4 pints of sent to her from different people, Strongbow dark fruit. And she's not paid a bloody penny. Now, the premise is, of course, you expect it to kind of reciprocate. So if you see somebody there doing it, you're supposed to buy them something. So it's kind of a two-way street. And out of morality, I would do the same thing if somebody had bought me. You'd either reciprocate with the same person if you can find them again, or somebody else. And also in the group, there's a charity of it that at the end of every month they do this on a larger scale, and they order loads of food, and then somebody turns up and delivers that to the homeless. So there is something else to it as well. And certainly, again, morality and all that, and sort of couldn't live with myself doing it all and receiving everything for free, and then you would feel compelled to at least maybe partake in something like that to kind of offset what you're getting. But yeah, have you done this? Do you know about this? And if you don't, as I said, if you're going tonight, give it a try. It's called the Wetherspoons Game. Search for it on Facebook. Sign up to the group. You've got to be approved. There's a couple of questions you've got to answer. There's some rules to it as well, which you have to read. Which is basically just take a selfie, and I think that's about it really. No under 18s. Yeah, and then poof. Put a quick post on, and you've got to take a selfie and put the pub and put the table number, and then boom, see what happens. Let me know. Did you get any bloody drinks ordered? Did you pay a single penny? And if you didn't, I want some bloody acknowledgement that I've just got you a free bloody free few drinks to start your Valentine's night off. So yeah, I thought that was quite bizarre. Right, last thing, because time is ticking. Then Root canal. About 12 months ago, I went to the dentist with an issue with a tooth that was overly sensitive initially. Then it stopped being painful. Then I got a bit of toothache in it. So I went to the dentist about 3 times with this tooth. Couldn't see anything on the x-rays. Nothing showed up. No signs of decay. Didn't know what it was. Last time I went 12 months ago, the dentist said, it sounds to me like your nerve is dying. So we can do root canal now, but if it's not that, then there's no reversing that process. Or you can monitor it and come back if it gets any worse. So me being me, said, I'll come back if it gets any worse. Anyway, it's not really got any worse in 12 months. It's been fine for 12 months. The odd occasional time it does give me a bit of pain, and I'm talking really low level pain for maybe a period of a week or so, and then it disappears again. Anyway, it's been on for the past 2 weeks, so I thought, right, better get to the dentist, have it checked out again. Anyway, took an x-ray. The pain is infection. Did a test with a bit of cotton wool, sprayed it with some really, really cold substance, put it on some other teeth, and I was like, oh, pain, sensitive, oh my God. And I thought that was bad. He went, nope, that's good. It's supposed to be doing that because this is really cold stuff. Put that same cold stuff on the tooth giving me the issue, couldn't feel a thing. He said, can you feel that? No. Put it round the tooth, on the tooth, up and not a thing. He said, right, your nerve's dead. You've got 2 choices, Mr. Johnson, he said. I said, hit me with them. He said, you can have your tooth out. No. Or you can have a root canal. And I said, is that really a choice? I mean, it's right there. Tooth right there. If that comes out, I've got a gap in my tooth which is visible. I'm not the most vain of people, but even I would be a bit amiss to have a tooth gap there, right where I'm smiling. Can't do that. And it's very expensive to have a bridge or something else put there, on an implant or whatever. So I was like, I'll take the root canal, please. Now, I've heard horror stories from people who've had root canal, and don't wish to hear any more, thank you, so please don't tell me. But I'll quickly tell you that I have had every single filling in my mouth, which is about 12, because I was not very good with my teeth when I was younger. Much better as I've gotten older, and I haven't had a filling for about 12 to 15 years now. But when I was younger, yeah, very bad. I've had every single filling without an injection, because I don't like needles. And some of them were painful. I won't lie, you know, all that drilling deep down, it's not pleasant. But I'd rather go through that than have a needle in my mouth, as strange as it may sound. Because the needle is done and dusted within seconds. The drilling, I was sat there in one filling that I had for 15 minutes of pain. And he was like, I've never known anybody sit there for that length of time. And I was touching the nerve, he said. And you just stood that for 15 minutes. I said, I don't like needles. Anyway, so I asked this dentist, root canal, can I have it done without an injection? Because you've just told me the nerve is dead. So technically speaking, I shouldn't feel it, right? He said, you can try it. You probably won't feel it. However, your nerve may be more alive a bit further up into the tooth, which we can't quite tell, because you are getting some pain with the infection, so it indicates there might still be a bit of feeling a bit further up. So we said, you can try it, and if it goes a bit, if you start to feel something, we can stop the procedure and we can give an injection at that point. I said, yes, I'll try that. Anything to avoid a needle. So I'm having root canal in 2 weeks, people, to save this tooth without an injection. Let me know if I'm crazy, and I'll let you know how it goes. So that's my health. Other than that, everything's fine, touch wood, apart from the fact I rolled my ankle at football yesterday and I can't hardly walk today. But anyway, football injuries happen all the time now. Right, that's the non-channel based stuff, people. I've got 10 minutes to get through the channel based stuff. Let's crack right on. So, Patreon update and thanks. Don't know if you've noticed, but I have a Patreon page now. I don't advertise it other than the occasional vlog or video update just to thank the people who have signed up for a particular period. Nobody's signed up for a couple of months at least now, so there's been nothing to update you with. However, the premise of the Patreon page was as a way for you to say thanks. It was requested by quite a few people, and I kind of put it out there as an idea, and you said you would be fine with it, so I said, fine, I'll put it up. But the premise is that every penny, pretty much, that you guys donate through Patreon is put back into the channel. So that I and other people can benefit from that. It's not going to be splashed on a holiday, splashed on this, splashed on that. It's going to be purely for the channel. So every penny has been put into channel-based stuff with the money so far. So I've had new lights that you can see now at the back. They were Patreon funded. New keyboard and mouse because mine broke. New webcam. Stardew Valley mug. Stardew Valley, not tonight. Something else. So games that I'm playing. This chair is a bit more sort of personal comfort rather than purely for the channel, but nonetheless, part funded it because I did pay for some of it out of my own money. But yeah, it's things like that that are going to at least improve upon the quality of the videos, improve upon the quality of the channel, and provide the games as well. So thank you all that have signed up since, I think it started in July, this thing. So thank you all that have been signed up and have since ended your subscriptions. No disrespect to you at all, but what I'm doing in this video particularly to start the new year off is to say a big thank you to those of you who have continued to support the channel through Patreon for the entire time. And it still beggars belief that you guys have been signed up, pretty much all of you, for 7 months now. That is, to me, it's just crazy. So I'm going to give you all a shout out once again. Crazy Canuck, Bradley Kleist, Chris Sandland, Crollis, Grant Dingledine, Grim Groggy, James Taylor, Josh Kemp, Julian, Liam Robson, Magnus Sand, Michael Mullen, Paul Marsden, Tej Shah, the Jessa Channel, The Second Love, and Uncle Mozilla. Thank you all once again for your continued support. And I suppose thank you on behalf of every viewer, because your support is increasing the quality and also providing games for the channel as well. It's absolutely marvellous, and what that does for me, I suppose, is it allows me to have this be a self-sufficient and self-funding venture, which is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, how many people can say that they do a hobby that they really love and it funds itself? It's a blessing. It really is. So thank you all once again. So that's Patreon, my friends. I don't like to plug it, but if there is a little icon on my channel page, and there are links in my description of my videos. It's as low key as that. That's as much as I'm going to say about it. If you do want to sign up, that's where you can find the links. Right, moving on to mugs and merch, which is kind of tied in a little bit because some of the Patreon money may fund some of this as well. Mugs and merch, what do I mean? Well, in the Christmas party stream, I kind of hinted at the idea that I might start doing some mugs for myself, really. I like a good mug. I've got an Isle of Dee mug from 5 years ago, which I think it was Ryan Marsden that provided that for me one Christmas, 2015. Forgive me if I got your name wrong, but I'm sure it was Ryan Marsden. You had an icon of the Brighton and Hove Albion football team. If you are watching this, please do shout out. I'm sure it was you that got it for me. I still have that. 5 years later, it's still in one piece. It's got chips and stuff, but it's still in one piece, and I still use it. I've got a Loki Doki mug, which I purchased. I do like Loki Doki. I still watch his Football Manager content quite regularly. And I've got a recently purchased Stardew Valley mug. So I do like a mug, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to build up this really great mug collection of my favourite games that I've LP'd and played. I'm going to start doing that this year. So that is what I'm going to do. So where does this come in for you guys? Well, I was thinking, I'm crap at graphic design. So I am going to, if I don't get any offers, I am going to design my own. And it's just going to be simply a wallpaper that I find that I like the look of, because I can't really design for toffee. I'm crap at art. So, if it's Baldur's Gate or well, I'll give the game away there. But if whatever game it is, if I don't get a design idea or a design submitted by you guys, I'm just going to find a wallpaper that I like and stick it on a mug, and that's going to be my mug. But what I'm saying is, if you guys or anybody out there would like to design the mug, then let me know and then submit your design. What I will do is I will use that on the mug, and if there's more than one, I'll have to pick one rather than the whole lot. So some of you may design and it doesn't go on a mug immediately. But yeah, I'll put it on the mug. I'll keep a copy for my collection, which I will be drinking on stream occasionally. I'll give you, the designer, a copy. I'll give you the mug as well, for free of charge, of course. I'll bear the brunt of and the cost of that as my thank you for your hard work in creating the design. And then I'm going to give one away to a viewer as well. So it'll be free. I'll order 3, 1 for me, 1 for the designer, 1 for a giveaway. And that's the general idea of what I want to do to start with. That might be as far as it goes. It depends on what you say in the comments to this video. So the first 2 games that I want to start with, Baldur's Gate 2 and Red Dead Redemption 2. So if you want to design a Baldur's Gate 2 mug for me, or a Red Dead Redemption 2 mug for me, or both, then let me know. I'll wait till the end of February. If I get no takers, I'll just do my own version, and I'll just get 2 copies, 1 for me and 1 for a giveaway. And if you do, I will be eternally grateful. And of course, you'll get a copy of the mug as well. So that's how it's going to start. I'm not one for merch stores, really. I mean, you know, I irked and ummed and ahed about a Patreon site, and I'm assuming people do merch stores as a revenue stream that are doing YouTube full time. To me, it's not that. It's a hobby. It's fun, and therefore I don't really need a merch store to as a side stream of income. So I've never toyed with the idea. But I did think to myself, well, what if people see this mug design and they want one? You know, I'm giving one away, fine. But what if, you know, the people that didn't get one in the giveaway thought, I want that bloody mug, it's awesome. How can I get one? You know, it might be, it's a bit unfair that you can't have one, I suppose. So if you're interested, let me know what you think about this. I will create a merch store if and when the mugs start to come in a little bit. Not straight away, but you know, if we get 2 or 3 designs and I think, right, they're both nice, they're both really good, people are interested, then I might create a very small merch store just for mugs, nothing more than that, no scarves, pillowcases, t-shirts, just mugs with the designs on, and it will be cost price only. I'm not in it for profit, so however much it would cost me to fund that design and get it shipped out, that's as much as I'm charging you. It's purely cost price only, and it would be just for those of you that would like to purchase that particular mug design because you really like it. I'm open to doing that if it's something you might be interested in. Just let me know your thoughts, because I'd have to research how to probably do it for a start. I haven't got a clue. So that's what I am toying with that, for just in case, you know, people might want one of the mugs, and it seems unfair to deny you that opportunity, especially if the designer's taken time to make it. It'd be nice for other people to be able to share in that as well, I suppose. So that's the mug idea. So yeah, we're going to kick off with Baldur's Gate 2, Red Dead Redemption 2. Let me know if you want to design it. If not, I'll do it anyway at the end of Feb, and then in the next video update in March, early March, we'll get the show on the road, a mug giveaway, and we'll see how it goes. Whew. Leading on from that is something about my 10-year anniversary, which is coming up in April, and I'll flesh this out in March. But I'll let you know now that I'm thinking about. Somebody mentioned in the Discord about a t-shirt, or yeah, again, maybe a mug, but a t-shirt certainly, as a way to celebrate the 10-year anniversary. You know, it's quite a milestone. I've been doing this for 10 years now, so it's quite a milestone. And some people have been watching for pretty much all that 10 years. I know of some. So it'd be nice to be able to celebrate that by doing something. I'm probably going to do something stream-based. Maybe some kind of a party-esque kind of stream, an anniversary celebration stream. I'll have some things planned out that I might do on the stream as well. So it'd be like a Christmas party stream, but it'd be a little bit, it's just an anniversary instead. But I'm thinking maybe something memorabilia-based would be nice as well for people, again, that might want to purchase it. So it might be a good time to actually set that whole merch store up. Again, not for profit, it will be cost price only. But I'm thinking of a design for a t-shirt or a mug. And I'm thinking I would quite like to see maybe a collage of people's famous characters' faces, or, you know, famous characters in a, you know, collage effect with a slogan, maybe a famous saying of mine or whatever. I think that would be quite nice. But anyway, the fact of the matter is I can't design for Toffee, so I'd have to, again, come out to you guys that might be more proficient in this kind of thing. If not, I might even use something like, is it Fiverr, or wherever you go out to reach out to somebody to do work for you. You pay them a little bit and they give you a design which you can then use. But I'd be thinking it'd be quite nice to do something for the 10-year anniversary like that. So I've got, and then you've got something tangible to celebrate it with. So again, let me know your thoughts on that. And if you are somebody that might be interested in creating a design for the 10-year anniversary t-shirt / mug. Again, get in touch and we can have a chat about it, sort of design ideas and what you might be able to offer. So yeah, let me know about that. Right, so that's that. The final thing then, and we're just straying over 30 minutes. I did say 35, 5 minutes per section, so we're getting there. Rimworld. Rimworld is the next stream, and it's starting tomorrow, people. So please, 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 for the very first one at least, I'll hope to see you there. I'm looking forward to this. I've done some research, I've done some reading. I haven't played it myself, but I've done a lot of research without trying to spoil it too much. And it looks like a kind of game that I think I'm going to enjoy. But I've got a particular way how I'm thinking how I might want to work the LP or the stream series. And it might not work, it might become a bit unwieldy, but I'm going to trial it to start with whilst the colonist numbers are small. You can name your characters. So characters are going to be named after viewers. But I'm thinking of taking that a step further in that not only can you name the characters if you're chosen by random number generator, those of you that are interested and want a character, but you're responsible also for a little bit of roleplay of that character. Because you can do different things and different tasks and labours and things. You might want to go hunting and you might want to do this and do that and do the other. But, you know, if as a group there's 3 of you to start and you might think, you know what, I think we're going to go vegetarian. We're not going to hunt animals for food. We're just going to grow our own vegetables. We're all vegetarian, actually. You know, you might want to throw a few curveballs into the scenario to make it a bit more interesting, so you can role play your character to some degree. Because your character's got stats and traits and things. So not only if you want to put your name forward to be a character name, you've got to be prepared to provide a little bit of input into what your character might and might not want to be doing. And we can kind of alter your labours and your tasks based around your roleplay. More about it when we start it up. It might make more sense once we get going. But that's my kind of general premise. I'm thinking, I've seen how you set the game up. And you know, I'm not interested in a smooth story curve. I'm not interested in going to a nice temperate climate to have a nice ease into it. This is a story creator. It's like Dwarf Fortress. It's not the end goal that's interesting. It's the way you might want to get there. It's the story that comes out. And if you start off in a bad place and it's hard, it might make for a memorable series. It might be a short series. It might end up dead in a most painful manner. But I'm just interested in creating a story with you guys through interaction and a bit of roleplay. So if you have a sort of highly drug addictive character that ends up going madly insane and shooting people dead or whatever can happen in that situation, then so be it. So I'm thinking you get to name your character. We'll choose them at random to start with. You get 3 rolls. So if your character you're not happy with it, the first time we'll roll again. Not happy with it, we'll roll again. And you're not happy with it, you get 1 last roll, and then that's what you're stuck with. And if, you know, you might be whether the character's good or has got bad or whatever, we'll just have to live with it. We're not aiming for a perfect playthrough here, we're aiming for a story. And if your character's got foibles and quirks and sort of idiosyncrasies that aren't very good, so be it. We'll see how it pans out. So that's my vision for this. We're going to together. We're going to create a story, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to go on Randy Random. It might not make any sense to any of you if you've not come across the game before, but we're going Randy Random. I'm yet to determine the difficulty level, but Randy Random because I want it to be random, completely random. What happens? I'm interested in the story, not on a nice steady curve of difficulty. So Randy Random, and we're going to choose a random drop point, completely random. So if it puts us in the middle of an ice field, so be it. So random start, Randy Random, and maybe medium difficulty or maybe even savage, we'll see. And then we're just going to let you guys loose with your named characters, roll and stick with what you've got, and then a little bit of role play and direction fed in to me as to how you might want the characters to play, and we'll see what stories pan out from that. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, more about it tomorrow when we start it up. And for those of you that are experts in the game that might be watching, I will be relying on you to help me to do certain things. but you know, we're not looking for perfection. So there might be things that are optimum to do. We're not aiming for optimum really. We're just aiming for, you know, for whatever comes to people's minds. You know, you might want to feed a few little curveballs in to help people out, but ultimately, I want the people who are playing as the characters to feed the story somewhat. So if they're not thinking about setting up a medical bay, well then that's their problem. That's their issue. If they're not thinking about setting up a refrigeration area to keep the meat in, to prevent it from going bad, that's their problem. Just to give you 2 little tips there. So yeah, that's the general gist, if you get where I'm coming from. We'll see how it works. It might be a bit more difficult when you get more colonists, because having that many people having input, and of course there's regularity of people turning up who've got characters, so it might not work perfectly, but let's see how it goes to start with, and we can always tinker it as we go on through the game. But anyway, hope to see you there tomorrow. So yes, Rimworld, looking forward to it. Right, I've rambled on for far too long, so yeah, description in the video are the timestamps, and yeah, until next time, need a cup of tea. See you soon.